I think we have to realize that children are born with the same 100 billion cells that adults have, right? And that their minds, these cells are not cluttered up with all the junk that we've accumulated as adults. Consequently, children are exquisitely sensitive, right? And when there is this crisis, and dad has lost his job, or mom has lost her job, and there's lost the savings have been gone, they sense that there is something wrong, right? Now, if they ask, well, what's wrong? And somebody say, nothing wrong, everything is okay. They know they're being lied to, and their fantasy will carry them away to come up with ideas that the catastrophe is much greater than it actually is. So I think that what should happen, is when things happen that parent lost their job, that we say, I lost my job, or daddy lost their job, and things are hard. Now we might not be able to do all the things that we wanted. We're going to have to cut corners and maybe live a little differently. And I think that you can tell that to a 6-year-old who might not be able to understand it, right? But at least you're telling him the truth and his imagination doesn't have to run away. There was a situation where one child heard about people being fired, right? And he became panicky because they're going to burn daddy, right? Because he took the word fired literally, right? So we have to realize what children are able to distort, that we have to reassure kids. I think it's important kids should get a lot of hugs. I think that's important that kids should know where their parents are, right? And that if the child may be uneasy, that when mother leaves, she should say, Mommy's just going to the grocery, I'll be back in a few minutes. Right? We have to realize that children may regress under these conditions. A child who is not afraid of the dark may now want a light on in his room. Right? There are other kinds of regrets that may go back to talking baby talk. Children react to these crises, right? And if we can share with them, and they'll feel that we're telling them the truth, right? At least they won't let their imagination run away from them with the